Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 7th. In this video, we will continue with our chapter number 3 SCF and LCM. We will solve practice set 14. This is part 2. We will solve question number 5 to 9. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side. Press the bell icon also to get my videos. So children, in this video we will start from question number 5. Question number 1, 2, 3 and 4 we have solved in the previous video of practice set 14. It was part 1. Now in part 2 we will start solving from question number 5. 5 is reduce the fraction 348 upon 319, 221 upon 247, 437 upon 551 to the lowest terms. We all know how to reduce the given fraction into the lowest term. Sometimes we use the method of cancellation. Let us see. Here we can use the method of cancellation. We can cancel this 348 as well as 319 by one common factor. So we have to search for one common factor. Sometimes it becomes very difficult to search one common factor by which we can cancel 348 also and 319 also. So in such cases, if we apply the method of division to find SCF, then it becomes very easy to reduce the given fraction in the lowest term. Method of division to find SCF we have applied in our practice set 12 question number 2. Here in practice set 12 question number 2 we have found out SCF by division method and we have reduced it to the simplest form. Simplest form means lowest terms. So we will be applying this method of division to solve our question number 5 from practice set 14. Same method we will apply. So let us solve it. The bigger number should be written inside. 348 bigger number, 319 smaller number, and then we can divide. Okay, we will applying same method as we have applied in practice set 12. I request you to watch practice set 12 question number 2 video first and then you can go through this video because the method is same. I will give the link in my description box. Okay, so let us divide here. 348 divide by 319. Now see children, 319 is also very big number as compared to 348. They are very close to each other, so we have to write 319 ones because 319 twos will be very big number. If you want you can do the table here. 319 into 1 is 319. 319 twos. Let us check. 9 twos 18. 8 written, 1 carrying, 2 ones 2 plus 1 is 3 and 2 threes are 6. So it is very big number. 638 is very big as compared to 348. So we have to write 319 ones 319. Now subtract. 18 minus 9 is 9. 1 we have borrowed from here. 3 minus 1 is 2 and 3 minus 3 is 0. Now this remainder 29 becomes the divisor of second step. Remainder of first step becomes the divisor of second step, and inside dividend, inside this symbol, the dividend will be the divisor from the first step. We have done this. So this divisor from the remainder from first step becomes divisor for the second step, and the divisor of first step becomes dividend of the second step. Here we have to write 319. Now if you know the table of 29, you can directly write the answer here. And if you don't know the table of 319, then you will have to make the table of 319 and then write the answer. Sorry, table of 29, not 319. We all know here 31 is there. So what we have to do? 29 ones are 29. 31 minus 29 is 2. This 9 we have to write down. Again 29 ones are 29. In this way we have got 11 as the quotient, 29 is divisor and remainder is 0. As we have got remainder 0, this will become our last step and divisor of last step becomes SCF. So here SCF is Here HCF of 348 and 319 is 29. We all know the divisor of last step becomes the SCF. What does it mean? It means that is numerator and denominator are both divisible by 29. Okay, so in this way we have got SCF. Now it becomes easy to convert this fraction into lowest terms. So how to convert? We will be writing this fraction again. (348) upon 319, and then we will divide numerator by 29 as well as denominator also by 29, and then what we will get, if you divide 348 by 29, here I will do the rough work. 348 divide by 29, so we get 29 ones are 29. 34 minus 29 is 5. Here 8 we have to put down. 29 twos are 58. So in this way we get 12. 348 divided by 29 is 12, and 319 divided by 29. Here we have done before. 319 divided by 29, we have got 11. So 11. So in this way we have got the lowest term. Why this is lowest term? Because both these numbers, numerator and denominator, are not divisible by any other common factor. They don't have common factor except 1. Okay. So 12 is divided by 2, 3, 4 and 12 itself. But 11 is not divided by 2, 3, 4. Okay. Because 11 is prime number. And that's why it is not divisible by any other number. So they are having common factor as 1. So they cannot be reduced again. And that's why it is the lowest term. So we will be writing the answer. Therefore, the lowest term (348 upon 319) is 12 upon 11. Sometimes we call it simplest form also. Lowest term and simplest form is meaning is same. Now let us see second sum. Second fraction is 221 upon 247. So let us do it. Bigger number we write in the symbol. It is 247. Smaller number is 221. They are very close to each other. So if you do 221 twos, it will be 442. 442 is very big than 247. So we have to write 221 ones. Now subtract. 7 minus 1 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So remainder of first step is 26. Let us write the dividend now, because remainder of first step becomes divisor of second step, and then divisor of first step becomes dividend of the second step. So this divisor from first step we have to write here as the dividend. Now let us divide by 26. You all know the table of 26. 26 8s are 208. 8s are okay. So now subtract. 1 minus 8 cannot be done, so we have to do 11 minus 8. It will be 3. 1 borrowed from here, so we have to write 1 here. 1 minus 0 is 1, and 2 minus 2 is 0. That we don't write here. Now 13 we have got the remainder of second step. So remainder from the second step will become divisor of third step, and the divisor of second step will become our dividend of third step. Okay, so this divisor we write as the dividend, and this remainder will become divisor. Now divide. We all know table of 13. 13 2s are 26. 2s are 26. So in this way we have got remainder 0. So when we get the remainder 0, that means what? Divisor of that last step is our SCF. So therefore SCF of 221 and 247 is 13. So as SCF is 13, what does it means? That is numerator and denominator are both divisible by 13. So they both are divisible by 13. So as we have to find out the lowest term, what we have to do? We have to divide numerator as well as denominator by 13. So 221 upon 247 is equal to 221 divided by 13 and 247 also divide by 13. Let us divide. If you want, you can do this division in rough. So I will be showing you in the rough work. 221 divided by 13. So what we get? 13 ones are 13. 22 minus 13 is 9. And this one is 91. 13 sevens are 91. So we get 17 here. Again, 247 divided by 13. 247 divided by 13. Again 13 ones are 13 because 13 twos are is 26. 26 is bigger than 24. So we have to write 13 ones are 13. Now 24, 4 minus 3 is 9. Sorry, 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. And this 7 we have to write as it is. 13 nines are 117. So in this way we have got 19 in the denominator. So 17 upon 19 both are prime numbers. They don't have any other common factor except 1. So this will be our lowest term. So write the answer. Therefore, the lowest term of 221 upon 247 is 17 upon 19. Now let us see third fraction. Third fraction is 437 upon 551. So 437 is also very big number. It is very close to 551. So 437 twos will be very big number. It will not be subtracted by 551. So we have to write 437 ones are 437. Okay. Now subtract 551. Subtract this 437 from 551. So 1 minus 7 cannot be done. We have to do 11 minus 7. 11 minus 7 will be 4. We have borrowed 1 from here. So 5 will be cancelled and written 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. And 5 minus 4 is also 1. So we have got remainder 114. This 114 remainder will become divisor for the second step. And dividend of second step will be this 437. Now we should know the table of 114. Let us do the table of 114. 114 ones are 114. 114 twos are 4 twos are 8. 2 ones are 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 to 8 is very small than 437. Let us do 114 threes are 3 fours are 12. 2 written 1 carrying 3 ones are 3 plus 1 is 4 and 3 ones are 3. 342. Now 114 fours are 4 fours are 16. 6 written 1 carrying 4 ones are 4 plus 1 5 and 4 ones are 4. 456 we have got. 114 fours are. So 456 is very big as compared to 437. So we have to write 114 threes are 342. Now subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5. 3 minus 4 cannot be done. We have to write 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4 is 9. Cancel this 4. It will become 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So in this way we have got remainder of second step as 95. Remainder of second step will become the divisor for third step. And the dividend we have to write divisor from the second step. It will be 114. Now we should know the table of 95. 95 ones are 95 and 95 twos are will be 2 fives are 10, 1 carried, 2 nines are 18, 18 plus 1 is 19. 190 is very big as compared to 114, so we have to write 95 ones are 95. Now subtract. 4 minus 5 cannot be done, so we have to write 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. Okay, then 1 borrowed, so it becomes 0. 10 minus 9 is 1, and this 1 will get. Okay, so in this way we have got 19 as the remainder of third step. So remainder of third step will become divisor of fourth step, and then we have to write this divisor of third step as the dividend for fourth step. Now 19 table we all know, 19 fives are 95, and we get 0 0 as the remainder. So the divisor of last step is the step where we get the remainder as 0. So divisor of last step becomes our SCF, and therefore SCF of 437 and 551 is this last step divisor. It is 19. So that means what? That is numerator and denominator are both divisible by 19. They both are divisible by 19. So we have to find their lowest term. So what should be done? We have to write this number 437 upon 551, and we have to divide by 19. 437 also divide by 19, and 551 also divide by 19. Let us do the division here. First we divide 437. Okay, this is our rough work part. So you all can see I have separated it. This is our rough work part. Okay, so now let us divide 437 by 19. 19 twos are 38. 43 minus 38. What will be the answer? 5. And this 7 we have to write down. 57 we got. 19 threes are 57. So we have got 23. We write here upon. Now divide 551 by 19. 551 by 19. 19 ones are 19. 19 twos are 38. 19 threes are 57. 57 is very bigger than 55. So we have to write 19 twos are 38. 55 minus 38. 5 minus 8 cannot be done. So 15 minus 8. 15 minus 8. What will be the answer? 7. And then here 4 we have to write. 4 minus 3 is 1. So 171. 19 nines are 171. 19 nines are. So in this way we got 29 as the answer of this division. So 29, 23 are the prime numbers. They don't have any common term except any common factor except 1. So they are not cancelled again. They cannot be divisible again, and that's why this is the lowest term of 437 and 551. So we write here, therefore the lowest term of 437 upon 551 is 23 upon 29. Question number 6. The LCM and SCF of two numbers are 432 and 72 respectively. We have given LCM and SCF of two numbers, and then if one of the numbers is 216, that means one number is 216, we have to find the other number. Okay, so let us do. We will write whatever is given to us. LCM is given. LCM of two numbers is 432 is equal to 432. Then we have given HCF of two numbers which is 72. Then we have given one number, one of the number, that means one number, or you can write first number. First number or one number is 216. We have to find the other number. We have to find it. Okay, we can write here. Here LCM of two numbers is 432. HCF of two numbers is equal to 72. One number is equal to 216 and we have to find the other number. We all know what we all know. We know that. Which formula we know? We have done it before also. HCF into LCM is equal to product of the given numbers or given two numbers. Okay, so we will use this formula to find the other number. So we will put the values. We all know HCF is 72, LCM is 432. Product of given two numbers. One number is given which is 216. We have to find the other number. So we write the other number, or in place of other number you can write X also, Y also, any variable you can write. I will be writing the other number. Okay, now what we should do, we will bring this 216 from right hand side to the left hand side. On right hand side this 216 is multiplied by, and when we transfer it on the left hand side it becomes divide by. So let us write left hand side numbers as it is first. As it is, I am going to write 72 into 432 is equal to sign as it is. The other number as it is on the right hand side of the equal to sign. It is on the right hand side of the equal to sign. So I have written the other number as it is. Only this 216 I am going to transfer from right hand side to the left hand side in this step. So here I am going to transfer 216. It will become divide by. Now let us cancel this. I can see that this 72 and 216 can be cancelled by 8. So I will cancel it by 8 first. 8 8s are 64, 8 9s are 72. Okay, then 8 2s are 16. 21 minus 16 is 5 and this 6 will be 56. 8 7s are 56. So what I have got, 9 into 437 upon 27 is equal to the other number. As I can see here, again I can cancel. 9 ones are 9. 9 threes are 30. Sorry, 9 threes are 27. So we have got 432 upon 3 is equal to the other number. We keep on cancelling and we keep on writing the numbers unless and until we get the other number. We get the one number. Okay. Now 432 can be cancelled by 3. Let us cancel it. 3 ones are 3. 3 ones are 3. 4 minus 3, 1, and this 13. 3 means 13. 3 4s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. If you cannot do it orally, you can do in rough work, and you can do in division method. 432 divide by 3. 3 ones are 3. 1 remaining. This 3 we have to put down. 3 4s are 12. Again 13 minus 12, 1 remaining. This 2 we have to put down. 3 4s are 12. In this way you can do in rough. Here also if you want you can do in rough. 216 divide by 8. 8 9s are 72. 8 2s are 16. 8 7s are 56 like this. But most of the time now you should try to cancel it orally. You all have try it properly. Okay, so 144 upon 1 means it doesn't have any value. When 1 is there in the denominator, it doesn't have any value. We have to write only 144 is equal to the other number. So in this way we have got the other number. Okay, therefore the other number is 144. Now question number 7 is the product of two digit numbers is 765 and their SCF is 3. What is their LCM? Let us see how to solve this sum again. Again we will be writing whatever is given here. What is given? Product of two digit numbers. So here we will be writing product of two digit numbers is equal to 765. Again we have given their SCF. So SCF of two numbers is equal to 3. What we have to find out, what is their LCM? So we have to find out the LCM of two numbers. Again we will be applying the same formula. We will be writing we know that and then write the formula SCF into LCM is equal to product of given two numbers. Now see children, here we have given the product. Okay, we don't have given the numbers separately. Product is given, so we can write product here. 765 is equal to SCF is 3 and LCM we have to find out. So in place of LCM we will be writing LCM as it is. Now what should be done? This 3 we can transfer from left hand side to the right hand side. 3 is on the left hand side of equal to sign and 765 is on the right hand side on the equal to sign. So we will be writing LCM as it is on the left hand side, equal to sign below equal to sign, 765 as it is on the right hand side. Only these 3 we have to transfer from left to right. So it will become divide by. So now divide 765 by 3. That means we can cancel 765 by 3. 3 1s are 3. 3 2s are 6. 7 minus 6, 1 remaining. This 6 means 16. So we have to write 3 5s are 15. Again 3 5s are 15. Again I told you that if you are not able to do it orally, you can do in rough. 765 divided by 3 like this. Then 3 2s are 6. 7 minus 6, 1 remaining. This 6 we can put down. So we get 3 5s are 15. Again 16 minus 15, 1 remaining. This 5 we have to put down. So it will become 3 5s are 15. In this way quotient we get 255. That means what? LCM of these two numbers is 255. Upon 1 is there. So when denominator we get 1, it doesn't have any value. We don't write 1 in the denominator. So it is 255. Therefore, the LCM of two digit numbers is 255. In this way we have to write the answer. Question number 8 is, a trader has 3 bundles of string, 392 meter, 308 meter and 490 meter long. What is the greatest length of string that the bundle can be cut up into without any leftover string? There should not be any leftover string and we have to cut off this string into equal pieces. Okay, so there should not be any leftover string. That means 392 meter long string should be cut off into the length of equal pieces of string. same length of the string should be cut off of 308 meter also and 490 meter also. We have to find the greatest length of the string that can be cut up. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. As we have given 3 bundles, first bundle is of 392 meter. For example, if I draw a bundle like this, okay, this is a bundle of a string which is of 392 meter. Then there is a bundle of string which is of 308 meter. Okay, this is 308 meter. Then there is a bundle of 490 meter. Like this. And then we have to cut this bundle of string into equal pieces of string so that there should not be any leftover string. Okay, for example, if I am having small pieces, example I am giving you, if I have a piece of 4 meter long string, so 8 meter long string, okay, instead of 4 I will take 8 meter long string. If I have 12 meter long string, if I have 16 meter long string, and if I tell you to divide this string into small pieces, but we have to see that the greatest length of string should be there, the greatest length of equal piece should be there. So we can divide this 4 meter into 8 meter into 4 meter, 4 meter. This 12 meter also can be divided into 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 3s are 12. Again this 16 can be divided into 4, 4, 4, 4. That means 4 pieces. So greatest length of each piece is 4 meter. So in this way we have to divide this 392, 308 and 490 meter of string into the small pieces of string, but we have to see that there should be greatest length of string and there should not be any leftover string. So what we have to do, that means we have to find the greatest common factor of 392, 308 and 490. It is that much simple. We have to find HCF, highest common factor of these 3 numbers, and we all know how to find the highest common factor of 3 numbers. So let us find out. These diagrams are not compulsory. You should not draw the diagram. You can directly find out the highest common factor. So solution you can start. Let us find the HCF of 392, 308 and 490 to get the greatest length of string. That the bundles can be cut up. Without any leftover string. Okay, that we will be writing in the end as the answer. So let us find out the HCF of these 3 numbers. So I will have to draw this. You all know in combine we can find out the highest common factor. Let us write these 3 numbers: 392, 308 and 490. In 392, 2 is in the unit place. In 308, 8 is in the unit place. In 490, 0 is in the unit place. Means all these 3 numbers are even numbers. So they are divisible by 2. So let us divide. 2 ones are 2. 3 minus 2 remaining 1 we get. 1 plus 9, 1 9 is 19. So 2 9s are 18. 19 minus 1, 18 is 1. This 2 means 12. 2 6 are 12. So in this way, when you divide 392 by 2, we will get 196. Now divide 308 by 2. 2 ones are 2. 3 minus 2 1, this 0 means 10, 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8. Again 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8. 9 minus 8, 1 remaining, this 0 means 10, 2 5s are 10. So we get 245. Now let us check. This is 196 means this is an even number. This is 154 is also even number. 245 is not even number, it is an odd number. So let us check all they are divisible by 3 or not, because they will not be divisible by 2 now. So 196, 9 plus 1 is 10, 10 plus 6 is 16, 16 is not in the table of 3, so they are not divisible by 3. After 3 we will check by 5, because it is not divisible by 2 means it will not be divisible by 4 also. For 5 we require 5 and 0 in the unit place, but here we are getting 6 and 4, so they are not divisible by 5. They will not be divisible by 6 because they are all not even numbers. So let us check, are they divisible by 7? 7, yes, they are divisible by 7. So let us divide by 7. 7 2s are 14. 19 minus 14, 5, and this 6 is 56. 7 8s are 56. Again here 7 2s are 14, 7 2s are 14. 15 minus 14, 1, and this 4 means 14. Now here 7 3s are 21. 24 minus 21, 3 remaining, this 5 means 35. 7 5s are 35. So in this way we have got 28, 22 and 35. All these numbers do not have one common factor. They are not divisible by any one common factor. So common factors are 2 and 7. We all know SCF means the product of common factors only. So SCF of these three numbers is SCF of 392, 308, 490 is equal to 2 into 7, that means 14. So in this way, as we have got highest common factor of these three numbers, that means these strings, bundle of strings can be divided into the small pieces of equal length of 14 meter. Okay, 14 meter will be the greatest length of string that the bundles can be cut up. Therefore, the bundles can be cut up into the greatest length of string, which is 14 meter. Okay, greatest length of string which is 14 meter, which is 14 meter without any left over string. Okay, so in this way we can get the greatest length of the piece. Each piece, that means 392, this string 392 meter string can be divided into the length of 14 meter, 14 meter, 14 meter. All these pieces, small pieces will be of 14 meter, and there will not be any leftover string. Similarly, 308 meter long string can also be divided into small pieces of 14 meter, 14 meter, 14 meter, like that. So there will not be any leftover string. Similarly, this 492 meter string also will be divided into small pieces of 14 meter. The greatest length of the piece, one piece, will be the 14 meter. In this way we have to write the answer. Now see this last sum. We have to find which two consecutive even numbers have an LCM 180. We have to find two consecutive even numbers which LCM should be 180. Okay, so for that we should first know what do we mean by consecutive even numbers. Okay, so let us solve our sum. See children, we all know the even numbers are, they start from 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, like this, 24, 26, so on. So these are the even numbers. What do we mean by consecutive even numbers? Consecutive means the numbers which come one after other. That means 2, 4. 2, 4 are consecutive even numbers. 4, 6 are consecutive even numbers. 6, 8 are consecutive even numbers. 8, 10 are consecutive even numbers. 10, 12 are consecutive even numbers. 12, 14 are consecutive even numbers. We cannot say 2 and 6 are consecutive even numbers because in between 4 is there. So 2, 6 are not consecutive, but 2, 4, 4, 6 are consecutive. We cannot say 4 and 8 are consecutive even numbers because in between 6 is there. So 4, 8 are not consecutive, but 6, 8, 4, 6 are consecutive even numbers. So in this way, these are the consecutive even numbers. So we have to find two consecutive even numbers whose LCM should be 180. So let us see how to solve this sum. So here we have given LCM of two consecutive even numbers is equal to 180. We know that SCF of two consecutive even numbers is equal to 2. Always SCF of two consecutive even numbers is always equal to 2. If you do here, for example, 2, 4, if you take this 2 and 4, the factors of 2 are 2 into 1 because no other factors of 2. 4 factors are 2 2s are 4. So they are having SCF as 2. If you take any two numbers, any two consecutive even numbers, if I take 10, 10 factors are 2 into 5, and 12, 12 factors are 2 into 6. So we can see that they are having a common factor as 2 because if you factorize 6 again, it will be 2 into 3. So no common factor. No common factor. If you take 22 and 24, 22 and 24, factors of 22 are 2 into 11 and factors of 24 are 2 into 12. Okay, so only 2 is the common factor. So always the SCF of two consecutive even number is 2. Okay, so SCF we have got, LCM is given to us, we have to find two consecutive even numbers. So we know the formula, we can apply the formula. Which formula we can apply? SCF into LCM is equal to product of two numbers, or given two numbers, we can write anything. Now SCF is 2, LCM is 180, is equal to product of two, now given two numbers are two consecutive even numbers. So 2 into 180 is 360, is equal to product of two consecutive even numbers. Now we have to find out two consecutive even numbers whose product is 360. Okay, now it has become easy to find the product of to find the two consecutive even numbers because we have got their product, which is 360. So let us find out. Let us once again write the numbers, even numbers. Okay, consecutive even numbers I will be writing here. Okay, here I will show in the fair work only. Consecutive even numbers, consecutive even numbers can be written as 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 and so on. Okay, now let us find out which two consecutive even numbers are there whose product is 360. Okay, we have to find the product of two consecutive number 360. So let us check one by one. 2 into 4, if you take these two numbers, 2 4s are 8, very small. So let us go on the right hand side, because 4 6 are 24, 6 8s are 48. We cannot take these small numbers. We require product very big, which is 360. So 8 10s are 80, 10 12, 10 into 12 is 120. So again we go on this side. Let us do 12 into 14. 12 into 14. Okay, I will do here. If you want, I will show here. 12 into 14. 14 2s are 28. 8 8 and 2 carrying 14 1s are 14 plus 2. 16. 168. Again very small. 14 into 12 is very small. 168. 14 into 16. Let us do 14 into 16. Okay. 16 4s are 64. 6 written. 16 1s are 16 plus 6 is 22. 2 to 4. 14 into 16 is 2 to 4. 16 into 18, we will not get 0 in the unit place. We require 0 in the unit place. So let us do 18 into 20. What will be the 18 into 20 product? Okay, so 18 multiplied by 20. 28s are 160. 0 written, 16 carry. 21s are 20 plus 16 is 36. 36 360. So we have got product of 18 into 20 as 360. So two consecutive numbers whose product is 360 are 18 into 20. So we will be writing here the two consecutive even numbers whose product is 360 are 18 and 20, and therefore the required numbers are, therefore the two consecutive even numbers have LCM 180 are 18 and 20. If you want, you can find out their LCM and you will get the LCM 180. So in this way we have to solve this sum. So all the sums from practice set 14 are over here.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.